broadcast. We're so glad that you're all here with us this morning. And what I said right before the cameras went on is, can anyone come and pour us all a glass of wine, please? Because I feel like we need that.
And some Valium or something.
There you go.
I'll tell you,
I'll just take an IV right here in my arm.
I leave for a couple days, and like the stuff hits the fan around here at the broadcast, you guys.
We just clearly can't hold it together with our shoes.
The proverbial stuff hit the fan, and we are swimming in it this morning. You know, most of you have seen by now already our broadcast a couple days ago, and Amy, our co-host Amy Krishner, is not here with us this morning. She's not here with us because she's actually in New York. She's been asked to be on Fox News to discuss what happened on the show when she was, you know, sharing her views and left the show during our broadcast. And so she will be on tonight at 8 p.m. with Megyn Kelly on Fox News. You know, we wish her the best of luck. I hope that she's able to, you know, speak her views, whatever they may be, because we're all entitled to our own views. And, you know, and we here at the broadcast will continue to push forward with difficult conversations, because frankly that's the way that, you know, getting people talking is a good thing, and especially if it's respectful. I think that was one of the problems for me, and tell me if you ladies agree, that, you know, when the fallout from all this, and I don't think any of us realized, you know, what the fallout would be, you know, from a social media perspective. And while I appreciate everyone sharing their different views, because as I said, that's what helps propel the conversation forward, what I can't support is hate on either side of any argument. And I was sad to see that there were some very, very hateful comments toward Amy and toward her family. Most certainly, you know, to drag a family and your children into it and attack on that sort of personal level just isn't okay. Whether you agree with what she said or not, it's really not ever okay to do that. And so for me today, I'm thinking of Amy that way and just hoping that she's able to, you know, share her views in a productive way, and I hope that everyone will be respectful of them whether or not you agree with them.
You know, I've mentioned what I call Twitter balls before on the show. People getting behind the internet and the anonymity of it all and saying whatever they want.
They get internuts.
I mean, it was crazy during Football Wives because people didn't like what I had to say. Someone said to me one time that my son's autism was my karma for being a bitch. I mean, the things people say on the internet, regardless of what you agree with someone saying, you gotta stop it. It's just crazy. And, you know, I don't agree with what Amy said the other day, but I don't agree with people responding to hate with hate. I just don't agree with it at all. I don't think it's helpful in the dialogue at all.
Well, and I think it just goes back to show that you can't fight hate with hate. And this whole conversation on Monday started about a topic that I thought was about love, and it was about a celebration that happened and between two people that loved each other, that shared a kiss, and that's kind of my whole point behind all of this, is just let's spread some love, whether you're on one side of the fence, whether you're a Democrat, you're a Republican, you're a conservative, you're a liberal, you're a man, you're a woman, whatever. Let's just promote love. And that's all I've ever tried to do. And once again, we send Amy lots of love in New York tonight, because we do know that she's going through some really difficult social media, just from what she's been hearing from people.
And
Susie, our own
Absolutely.
Susie as well. And so just let's not fight hate with hate. Let's fight hate with love. So
I think that's a good point. And one thing I do want to say also is I want to talk about professionalism on the show, because we have a crew of people, and even just in this room, you know, 3 of our crew members are gay, and the professionalism that it takes to sit and listen to any of our views and not feel good about them, but to still stand behind that camera or stay in the control room, keep a headset on, and keep the show going is the epitome of professionalism, and I could not be more proud.
Absolutely. Such a great crew, and I hope they feel they're supported and that we love them. And thank you all for putting up with us, because Lord knows it's hard sometimes.
And for the record, everyone, I don't need a dictionary. I know the difference between racist and prejudice, but in a live TV moment, you know, sometimes I think the cat gets all of our tongue, sometimes in a live TV. Maybe I hadn't had enough coffee that morning. But just for everyone out there, I do know the difference.
Yeah, you got your own social media
Yeah,
backlash for that.
I've got people telling me, like, I need to go back to college, they need to check my credentials. So I get it. Like, I know the difference. But thank you, everyone who has attached the Webster's image onto my Twitter and let me know. I, from here on out, will be able to let you know the definition of racism. So if anyone wants to ask me, I can tell you that.
Can we lighten things up a little bit this morning?
Yeah.
Because
I haven't spoken.
would you like to speak?
Yeah, I would.
Okay.
I really would.
Well, let's do it.
And I like to do this without comment or anything. I got to tell you that when I started seeing all the comments that came in, you know, about my age and my turkey neck, I got a lot about the turkey neck and get off the air and how ugly you are. And I thought, oh, you know, I just like, oh my gosh, how did this happen? How did this happen? And there was a realization that came to me, and maybe it's happened to you because so many people in this world get maligned and bullied and bashed every day. So when it happens to you, what it does is open your compassion for other people. And there's some things I want to say to you so you can understand where I'm coming from. I want to tell you the things I'm not. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not. My best friend was gay. My son is named for him. He was the godfather to my son. I lived with him. I'm not anti-gay. I'm not anti-anything. I just, maybe like Courtney said, want to get up every day and maybe do something to make people feel good. I'm not prejudiced. I'm not racist. I get angry about the government and I get angry about things like that, but not judgmental things about what people do or how they live. That is not up to me to be the judge. And God knows I can't stand to be judged myself because I would be failed miserably. But here's what I am. I am an old woman with a turkey neck who is so vain she thought she could come back on television and be liked. I thought I might have something to say that would lift people up in the morning and make you have a good day. I thought I was going to come on and it was going to kind of be like Oprah. I thought that. So I said yes. I came on, I signed on to it. The other thing I am is I'm a Christian. I love God, but I believe that God loves everybody. So that boils that down. I'm mostly a conservative, but I have liberal leanings. So I'm just a person who this morning wanted to get up, slither out of sight, crawl on my belly, go to a hole, and hide. But I am also a loyal friend, and I will stand up for anybody if I believe that they have the right to free speech. And I believe in that, and I'm going to stand by it. No apologies. Thank you for listening.
Okay.